properly, that an impeachment of a president is an undoing of a national election. And one of the reasons we all feel so angry about what they are doing is that they are ripping from us, they are ripping asunder our votes. They are telling us that our votes don't count and that the election must be set aside.
Mr. Lewandowski, your behavior in this hearing room has been completely unacceptable. And it is part of a pattern by a White House desperate for the American people not to hear the truth. I have been asked several times today whether the committee will hold you in contempt. That is certainly under consideration. But there is a far more troubling level of contempt on display here today, and that is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions. The pattern of obstruction laid out in the Mueller report has not stopped. You showed the American public in real time that the Trump administration will do anything and everything in its power to obstruct the work of the Congress. The president's lawyers are sitting behind you right now to make sure that you do not answer us. Well, this committee is focused on the evidence of potential corruption, obstruction, and abuse of power. And exposing that misconduct is our top priority. Make no mistake, we will hold President accountable.
Jerry, you do know that Hillary Clinton ignored subpoenas and deleted emails. Eric Holder ignored subpoenas, and 10 of Obama's staffers pled the Fifth while under investigation?
Mr. Neely, you have not provided us with any written testimony before the committee. Do you wish to make an opening statement?
No, Mr. Chairman, I don't.
It is my understanding from your counsel that you may want to assert your constitutional privileges and remain silent. Is that correct?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that's correct.
And that is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions.
Is refusing to answer questions about a massive cash payment to Iran by the Obama administration. Lynch is now pleading the Fifth about how the $1.7 billion payment was approved and delivered. The money was tied up in a deal to free American hostages. Congressional lawmakers want Lynch to answer 4 questions related to the deal, and by November 4th.
As I understand it, you were one of the 2 employees assigned a PRN in the Clinton account. Did you send or receive this email?
On advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer and assert my Fifth Amendment privilege.
That is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions.
I've been advised by my counsel to assert my constitutional right not to testify or answer questions related to the subject matter of this hearing.
And that is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions.
Questions. I have been advised by my counsel that it is the better course for me to assert my constitutional right to decline to answer questions under the Fifth Amendment.
That is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions.
Mr. Chairman, on the advice of my counsel, I must invoke the privilege afforded by the Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, and I respectfully decline to answer any questions put to me by this committee and subcommittee.
That is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions.
And on the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my Fifth Amendment constitutional privilege.
That is President Trump's role in your refusal to answer questions.
Now let's see, Mr. Nadler. There were no fewer than 10 Obama administration officials that pled the Fifth during various non-scandal scandals. I mean, Joe Biden likes to say that there were no scandals, scandal-free, but here's 10 right here in front of you. There's Jeff Neely, Diana Rubins, Kimberly Graves, Lois Lerner, John Beale, Greg Grossman, Susan Rice, John Sepulveda, Patrick Cunningham, and Loretta Lynch all pled the Fifth. Loretta Lynch, want to talk about the $1.7 billion in cash sent to Iran on pallets in a plane at night. Also, I need to mention good old Eric Holder. Let's talk about him for a second, shall we? Good old Eric Holder, held in contempt of Congress, the first administrative official ever held in contempt of Congress because he did not produce subpoenaed documents about the Fast and Furious scandal of running guns down to Mexican drug cartels. He also spied on James Rosen from Fox News as well as the Associated Press. He called himself Obama's wingman. And he also told that crowd to kick Republicans while they're down. This guy is a real angel. I think he's running scared because he's about to get his ass thrown in jail. Well, have a good day. I'm out of here.